Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. I was going to go into the wrong chest there. I was looking for the mystical agriculture stuff. Anyways, last time, we went ahead and made a very basic generator, and the energy cells and the pipes and whatnot we need to use it. So that we could get a pair of wings, basically, and make ourselves a jetpack. So this thing, it has a very limited power, so we can only use it for a few moments. But if I press T without pressing anything else, we can toggle on our engine and just fly about freely, and that's pretty cool. Turn it back off. I'm gonna go put it back in. Uh, we this thing has such limited power that it's almost impossible to use this thing reliably until we can actually evolve it into like copper or better. Um, Although that's not happening anytime soon. We are incredibly low on power. Are incredibly low on iron, rather. I went mining for some at the end of last time when we ran into a warden, or the skulk biome, the deep dark. And that went surprisingly well. It went surprisingly well on the first and second wardens, at least. The third one kind of kicked our butts. But yeah, we just killed two wardens like it was nothing, thanks to our undead helpers and our summoned swords. So yeah, we can just kill them. We can just do that if we want to. That was not the expected outcome. I 100% thought I was about to get my butt kicked, and then it just went well for some reason. I don't know. Ugh. Why is this? This was perfectly fine. Why is this being laggy all of a sudden? Anyways, occultism actually has something on the ATM page. We never actually looked at this. I think this mod is unrealistic. I don't care what books or items you have. I don't think the demonic will follow your every command and work as a slave for you. Regardless, you can follow the quest to do so. Anyways, a bunch of demon dream fruits for free and experience. What does it want us to do? Through this ritual, we can combine a wormhole, 2 quartz, and an ender pearl to get our wormhole. Okay then. Yeah, that's a little outside of our price range right now. Actually, no, it's not. That's only a Foliot book, and actually, no, we could build a wormhole right now, not linked to a storage actuator. Oh yeah, that's to do with the. I believe this is to do with the storage system out of occultism. But we could do that right now, and then that gets used to make a pulsating black hole, which is one of the major parts of the ATM star, right? Yes, it is. Cool, so we're technically stepping closer and closer once we do a couple more rituals. But it also wants us another ritual, of course. This one being Hagon's enthrallment. In order to sacrifice a horse, you need it nearby while doing the ritual. You'll be given a spawn egg for a dragon familiar. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Hagon's. Okay, it's only a tier 2. It's a genie. Okay, I want it. I want it so badly. Okay, I mean, I was probably already planning on continuing on with occultism today. I am very limited for time. This is going up on Tuesday. I'm recording it on Saturday, like the same day I recorded the last episode. I am very busy the next few days, so I am pre-recording pretty heavily. So, occultism, I pretty much know what the next steps are, so we're just continuing on from here. But, I think we technically I could complete both of those. The soul gem's a little out of our reach right now. We're a few rituals away. But maybe if we work hard, we can get there today. Anyways, I was so concerned about iron. I completely forgot I'm growing a bunch of iron with the mystical agriculture thing, and I just have a bunch saved up. And by a bunch, I mean 18 ingots, which is enough for basically nothing. Cool. That does not get us to the next tier of jetpack, but I guess it's a start. Anyways, I'm going to go put this away, and then we're going to get back to our next demon summoning, which I believe is making the next colors of chalk. This goes in here. So, the chalks we need, we can actually look at the occultism page itself. Here it is. So, we're looking at chalking it up. We require impure light gray, which is to say silver dust, crushed calcite, and iron dust paired with impure white, which is simple enough. It's just going to need a couple more logs first, which we have the fruit now, we can just do it. Impure yellow, glowstone, and that. So we need 2 more white chalks, and an impure purple requires obsidian dust and crushed endstone. Herein lies the problem. But one of the next rituals we're going to do should be pretty helpful there. So I guess we'll make the yellow and the light gray and then move on. So, glowstone, gold, and I forget what the other ones are already. Silver, I know is one. I know I have silver ore in here. It's just what does it look like? Here we go. Thank you. And yeah, I have already forgotten everything that I need for these. One second, I need to pull out the right ores, and I am failing on that front right now. Okay, so I think I have everything I need. I just need to turn some of it into the dust, and then I actually need to give some of this calcite to our little friend up there, but I'll do that in a moment. Anyways, another thing we should probably do before I forget is actually go ahead and make the Mystic Code, because I keep forgetting it, and this is actually important, because this will work with Gios. I've made so many Gios scrolls, I could have just made this thing and gotten all of our Gios for free, which is objectively just better. Although this thing only does have 50 durability, so... Gios scroll. So I'll only be able to do that 50 times for free, but that's 50 scrolls I wouldn't have had to make, and then I can just keep this one for Mahu wasting instead, so it doesn't waste durability. But we're gonna go showcase that on our little demon friend in a moment. But first, this is an otherworld tree. Yep, as you can see, it's glowing purple. I need all the otherworld logs, and that is actually just enough to make both of what we need. This has had those go. This has the burnt other stone running. And then what? Do I burn this in here? Do I smelt it? No, that gets charcoal. Okay, I do put it in here. I couldn't quite remember. Thank you. Otherworld ash is very nice. So from here, this and this and this and this gets us 2 more impure whites. Then this, layered with 2 gold and a glowstone, will get us an impure yellow chalk, which when thrown in, gets us our yellow chalk. That's pretty important. We're going to be needing that in a moment. The other one we need, I need to go give our this piece of calcite to our friends, so might as well go up there and give it to the, and use the Gios scroll on it as well at the same time. So, come on. But I'm failing every jump and just landing just short of where I want to go. Anyways, come on. Hi, Kyle. Or Zedgorn Kyle. Gios added to Zedcorn Kyle. So now we can see it in there. We can now never hurt our little Foliot friend here. Although we probably could hurt other ones. But I'm going to give you... I know I have to give you 1 calcite. I don't know if I needed another one for anything just yet. But as soon as that's through, we'll be able to pair that with this iron and a piece of silver. And that should get us the light gray one. The yellow is required for brand new rituals. The light gray one, as far as I can tell, is essentially just a better version of the white. It basically replaces this in every case and works a little bit better in some way. Although I'm not entirely sure in what way that means. We're not that advanced yet. But here we have impure light gray. Come on, let me up. Thank you. And then this gets thrown into the fire, which I definitely should set up one of these over at that base so I'm not keep doing this run. And actually, I have plenty of the... Yeah, I have plenty of demon fruits now, and I can get an almost infinite amount more, so I'm not entirely sure why I don't have it set up elsewhere. I'll do that in a moment. But we now have light gray chalk and yellow chalk. So what is the next ritual we want to do? Because we want this purple... We want this purple chalk. It's how we're going to continue to more advanced things. So, how exactly are we going to get endstone without going to the end? And the answer is going to lie in another ritual. So, I'm slightly red up here. You can see purple chalk there. We're not gonna need... Where did you come from? We're not gonna need the purple chalk for this one. We're going to need the first one from yellow chalk, the chalk of possession, which is going to give us the Hedyeran's Lure, which essentially is bringing a Foliot demon to possess a monster, possess some sort of animal or something we're throwing in. It's pretty basic. We're gonna need more of those bowls, so I think I need more Otherworld Stone. Um, but you can see here 4 candles, 4, 4, 4, 4 with the light gray should do, and then 4 little yellow circles in the middle. Pretty simple to set up. And we want to do the Possessed Endermites. Essentially, you set up 4 bowls with granites or stones. It looks for either of these 2, and then 2 grass blocks of some sort. And then throw an egg in the middle with the Book of Binding Foliot. That's pretty simple to get. And we will summon a Possessed Endermite. In this ritual, an Endermite is tricked into spawning. The stone and dirt represent the surroundings, then an egg is thrown to simulate the use of an ender pearl. When the mite spawns, the summoned Foliot immediately possesses it, visits the end, and returns. The possessed endermite will always drop at least 1 end stone. So this is how we can go about this without ever having to go. The rest of these possession ones, I believe, are also Foliot ones to begin with. Pentacles, here it is. Possessed skeleton. If we do a bunch of bones in more or less the same array and sacrifice a chicken instead, we'll get a skeleton that always drops a skull. A witch in this array, again with a chicken, although I think it says cat here. A witch that will always drop some sort of bottle. Phantoms, if you give it a flying thing, that's a little bit more difficult, especially since I made it so we can't kill bees. But you'll get phantom membranes. You can make a parrot that's not attached to anything if you add in an extra bowl and sacrifice a chicken. It's a tameable parrot. It's just a parrot. I guess if you want a parrot and you want it dancing. That one's just... this parrot right here is, I guess, just a friend. But, we technically can start doing familiars right now, too. Oh, and this one just summons an animal of some sort. We could do that, and then you can summon random aquatic, random small animal, and then there's upgraded ones where you can summon villagers and whatnot, but we don't have the right ritual yet. But, I'm going to start... I'm getting ahead of myself. We're just going to start with the, we are going to start with the ritual to summon a possessed endermite. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't actually need these torches on the ground anymore because I have the mage lights. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So there's that. 4 yellow dyes in the middle. And now I need to add in... Do I actually need to... I can just steal these, can't I? I don't feel like making extra bowls, so... Okay. I mean, I can't hurt you anymore, so I don't have to worry about hurting our little demon friend on accident by going after this villager. Yeah. Go away. Anyways, I have some inventory junk to manage now, but I'll deal with it in a moment. But this thing, I just need to grab the rest of these bowls. If I can actually hit the right block. Grab the rest of the bowls and set them up in this array, and then go get an egg, which I think I just have on me already. But, sacrificial bowl, 4 candles. I don't think I actually have to light them, that's just to make them look good. And then these bowls don't actually have to go here, they can go anywhere within 8 blocks, but I just want to do that instead. So, this now, if I... What do I need for this again? 2 dirt, 2 stone of any type, and then I need to throw an egg in the middle. But I also need the foliots. I need the Book of Bound Demon foliots, which I don't remember how to make right now. But I'll deal with that in a moment. Alright, I'm just gonna grab this. 2, and the Yuki's Mineral Simulator. And 1, 2. Cool. So, we now have everything we need set up. We just need the demon summoning book. which, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I need the purple fire to set up a book and quill and, uh, okay, it is centered, but there's no central point on this side. Um, I guess right here will do. Um, do I have a flint and steel on me? Yes, I do actually this time. What are you? Yeah, you stole it. No, don't crush that up. Although, I am curious, does this have a crushing recipe? Oh, it will turn it into 2 seeds. Cool. Any, Zedgorn Kyle, Zedgorn, please, buddy. Got it, cool. Anyways, I know I'm gonna need that for a book, an ink, and a feather, I think. And I want to say that's all. And then I need 4 blue dye to make it a fully out book. I think that's right. Let me go get those things. I want to try and do this off memory real quick. So, single ink sac. Here we go. Single feather. Single book. And make some inventory space. Why did I bring those back up? Anyways, I'll deal with that in a moment. Ink feather, 4 blue dye. And I feel like there's something else, but I don't remember what. Maybe there's not something else. Maybe I am remembering everything. That would be pretty cool. So, I'm just gonna try it. I'm right there to this one. So, ink. Nope, it needs to actually be turned into black dye. This is, I don't know. That was such a weird change. I don't think I have ever really liked that change in Minecraft. Anyways, tabooed book. And then I need to grab out 4 blue to turn into blue dye. I guess we have flowers now, and I guess I feel like lapis should be used in the same situations. Like you shouldn't have to do it multiple. But this just gets a fully out book, right? It does, yes. And then basically we assign it a name. It is now bound to the spirit Ying Tirborn. Cool. So now this is going to put in the middle, and then we sacrifice an egg. Or we throw an egg into it. Come on. Oh yes, before we do this, I should also summon out our little Drigme familiar. That way we have the extra looting. Well, I didn't mean to summon you. You're wrong summon, but you know what? Fine. You're who I want. Looting to get as much ender stone as we can out of this is probably a good idea. So do that. No pentacle found. How did I mess this up? What does that say? Draw a pentacle or your pentacle is missing large parts. See the ritual section of the Dictionary of Spirits. The clickable blue link. I thought I did this right. Is it too close? Is it counting that stuff as this one too, maybe? Oh, that's the wrong book. Hedyarin's Lure. Let's see. No. Oh, I put the candles in the wrong place. Is that the problem? Like, if I were to switch the candles in the bowls, would that end up fixing it? Take it out, please. Is that a raccoon? I don't think that's our little demon friend, and I doubt that's the Drigme, so... Oh yeah, there's a raccoon right outside. Figured. Is it really that I messed up where I put the candles and where I put the bowls? Is that really the problem here? Yes, little raccoon friend, I hear you. Don't worry. Let's try this again. Where'd the candle go? Come on. I moved away just a second too soon. 2 dirt, 2 stone. Invalid pentacle. Were you trying to... Missing white chalk glyph at... Really? I was told that you could change out of the light gray for the white and more or less everything, right? Due to its relatively low cost in here, it is the most common foundation option, capable of replacing white chalk in almost all pinnacles. Oh, that's silly. It's don't tell me it can replace white chalk in just about everything, and then immediately give me something in which it cannot replace white chalk. Game, that's silly. Anyways, just pick all of this up, I guess. Oh, I missed a spot. That probably explains a little bit. And okay, let's try it again. Was that really the problem? Use the item, egg. So now, if I throw in an egg, which I think I saved some on me, yep, I can do this like 16 more times. I just need more dirt and whatnot and an extra buck. Did that work? Oh yes, here we go. Little Driggly friend, you might want to move. Do either of these have extra looting? This one has a bunch of extra luck, so yes. But this looks like it's a much faster ritual. Come on. And then I guess we'll just use the same array for a little bit for extra stuff in a moment too. But come on, you know you wanna. Ha! Hello, little Endermite friend. Ying Tier born. I cannot land a hit. Really? Extra looting on the sword plus our little Dragme looting friend and just a single piece of Edenstone, huh? Oh well, I guess it's fine. You can make a nest there. You can make standing torches. Is there any way to use endstone to duplicate endstone? I know we can do that with echo shards. End essence. Uh, ender predictions. Oh. Oh. How easy is the conjure? Yep, we could have made infinite endstone. We just need one conjuration essence to get more than what we need right now. And conjuration essence, it would only cost us one source gem because all of these are returned to you. In fact, I think I made some of that for something else. This ritual was totally unnecessary. It cost way more resources than anything else we could have done, and we get one out of it in return. Why can Kyanite, harvest level 2, not seen any of that. I think I have seen Amalite though. Anyways, we technically have a single piece of endstone now. Thanks, game. But this thing is going to go get crushed up by our little friend, Zedcorn Kyle. And then I also need to grab out a couple pieces of obsidian for the same purpose. But with that and these, what else are we missing for the purple chalk? Nothing. I just need to make an extra impure one, which means I need a couple more otherworld logs, which, simple enough. I just need to go upstairs, eat a fruit, and cut down a tree at the same time. It's not that difficult. So, I'm just gonna wait for Zedgorn Kyle to smash those up and then go get a tree and smelt them up and get another impure chalk in a moment. So, 1 second. Oh, he got the first one. Yay. Okay, so I went and got 11 otherworld logs, and then I promptly burnt 3 in the furnace, thinking that's how you did it. Nope, this is the one that goes in the fire. Not sure I'm a huge fan of the fact that they work differently. Like, it feels weird. Like, it feels like they should function the same. One of them goes in the furnace, while the other one just goes in the fire. I don't know, I feel like they should both go in the fire or both go in the furnace. It's a bit strange that they don't. Anyways, I guess we'll wait for these. It's very quick with the diamond furnace. But this and this gets us our impure white. These two and this get us our impure purple. And then that promptly gets put in here. And there we go, purple chalk. So this lets us get this mission. Now that we have them, we can politely ask it to crush down some endstone, obsidian, and calcite for us. We'll use these for new chalks. Cool. And then from here, we branch off into a bunch more rituals I think we gain access to. Or at least from this point on, we'll start getting them a lot faster. Nature's Paste. Well, that doesn't exactly look easy to get. Oh wait, no, it's just any seed, any sapling, any leaf. Just a bunch of them, it looks like. Okay, yeah, never mind. That's not hard to get. It's just, it looks like a lot. We're gonna need a bunch more bowls. But, what's up with magical storage? Demonic or magical storage? You're bound to have too many items playing this mod pack. It's just how it works. And if you haven't figured out your storage situation yet, dimensional storage might just be right for you. To get started with this magical storage solution, you'll need to craft the dimensional storage actuator and place it down into the world. This acts just like a shulker box, meaning if you break it, it won't lose any of the items stored inside. It has 128 storage slots, with each slot holding up to 16 stacks of an item, except for items with MBT data. These will not stack and will take an extra slot and will take up an entire slot, so make sure to leave those items out. Okay, so things with special information, like those, like how a book gets named after a demon, those won't stack. But a storage actuator base, Azivius's Spectral Compulsion, there's the one we just unlocked with the purple. That looks pretty simple. Other stone, we are just going to need more other stone. So we can get the base pretty simple. The dimensional actuator is just a base and a crystal matrix. And the crystal matrix is Strigor's higher binding, which is a pearl, 3 blocks of quartz, and a genie book. Okay, so this is tier 2 summoning demons now. So, which way do we go about this? Azivius' Spectral Compulsion wants us to have any emerald dust, except for the one emerald dust we already have. Cool. So, emerald tiny dust, uh, crusher from mechanism for that one. That one doesn't have a recipe. Apparently neither of those other ones have recipes. So, hey, Deadcorn, would you please be so kind? But our next step is to foray into infusion rituals. Put some demon dust on it. These rituals are used to imbue items with the magic of demons. The first tier of infusion rituals is Azuvius's Spectral Compulsion. We'll be using this ritual to create several items that you'll need throughout the mod. It is recommended to create this ritual in a separate area from the first one, because the 3 main types of rituals build off each previous tier. Okay, so thank you. I definitely have not left enough space for these. I'm going to assume that where those can be placed 8 blocks away, that these should be 8 blocks apart. And obviously I have not given them enough space there, and technically maybe even 16. But for now, we're just going to put the third one here, depending on how big it is. So this wants us to do this. Let's just grab that. It wants us to make tools of the spectral goggles. You'll need to gather an eating demon dreams fruit every time you need a third eye effect gets annoying. Only problem. The only reason I would want the third eye is because it lets us actually gather things, and it said the goggles don't let you do that. So we could see what things are magical trees, but wouldn't actually be able to harvest them, so what's the point? Like, it's so weird in my opinion. But the lime chalk needs... The first most important item to make using Azivius' Spectral Compulsion is the Research Fragment Dust. This is used in combination with sudden crushed emeralds to create lime chalk. Okay, so this, an emerald and 2 bottles of enchanting gets us Research Fragment Dust, and this is used for lime chalk along with the slime ball. Looks pretty simple. So, and then I'm assuming that's going to be used for higher binding and enthrallment. Okay, that's important right there. But the green chalk we looked at before, this one's also pretty simple. This is also tier 1. Using Spectral Compulsion, we can imbue a myriad of different nature blocks to form some nature paste. Combine the paste with some impure white chalk to create green chalk. Okay, so it looks like lime chalk is next. Green chalk also only attaches to something that needs pink and light blue too. So before we do that, to this book we go. So the chalk of infusion. The purple chalk is extremely important for those wishing to perform infusions, serving as the main glyph in this type of ritual. Infusions are an extremely different type of ritual, as well as summoning and possession, bringing living creatures into the world. Infusion creates objects bound to spirits. So that's how you need to make it, and you can use possessed endermite to do it instead. And Azivius's Spectral Compulsion, Foliot Infusion. Wow, that is a much bigger ritual site, isn't it? That's 7 by 7? Actually, I don't know if that's any bigger. Uh, is a common starting point for object infusion with lower spirits. The enchantment is made permanent by stabilizing candles. Okay, so add in all the candles and it can become permanent. Got it. Infused lenses. There's the goggles. We need to make them, but I don't really have a purpose for them. The satchel, it goes on the belt, and I'm assuming it's a really big... it's a bag of holding, it looks like. Cool. Storage actuator base, stable wormhole, storage 1. Foliot minder, but this also needs binding rituals as well. Fragile soul gem, here we go. So we can technically make this, but it's a one-time use. Any glass, an egg, and an iron, plus a foliot will get us this, which will store anything. Meanwhile, our current animal moving things only work on the one. So, oh, and then we can see lime and green and spirit resurrection. That's a completely separated thing. You know what? Let's do a familiar thing first. Like we have the ritual site already set up for this. What do we want? A beaver, a blacksmith, a deer, or a greedy or parrot. The parrot just provides company. I'm assuming this essentially spawns in it spawns a tamed parrot. I'm assuming it post when a mound one. Maybe. Greedy is just a little friend who increases pickup range and increases pickup range and picks up items for us. Sacrifices zombie. Can't really do that reliably until we make the soul gem. So, and then you can upgrade them with a blacksmith familiar, and you can tell them what to pick up. The deer familiar, sacrifice a cow, 4 sticks, 2 string, a foliot thing. It will give us speed and jump boost and step assist. When upgraded by a blacksmith familiar, will increase the step assist and it will attack nearby enemies with a hammer. Yep, a hammer. I mean, obviously we're doing deer, right? But our little blacksmith friend also requires a zombie. How do we have to come back for familiars once we can move zombies, I think? Because I want the deer, but the main part of the deer I'm interested in needs this one as well. And then a beaver. Sacrifice a pig. And it gives free snacks when right-clicked with an empty hand. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. We'll chop down nearby trees when they grow from a sapling into a tree. It can only handle small trees, though. Okay. 4 logs, a foliot book, and a pig. That one's pretty simple. So I guess we're going to do the deer and the beaver. Those two should both be pretty simple. 4 sticks, 2 string, easy enough. I just need 2 more bowls and another foliot book. And of course, I left all the I left everything we need as far as like feathers, ink, and books and whatnot over at the other place. I should. Can we stop with the bosses? Like, I love that they exist. They're very cool. They're a little much. They're a little too common. Actually, we need to check in on our little drink me friend we made last time. Like, maybe it actually has a bunch of feathers saved up for us already. So I'm gonna sleep through the night real quick. I have a little bit of inventory stuff to do, but I think most of it's over at the other place and dropping some things off in the occultism chest we just made. Hello, little friend. How are you doing over here? Oh, the source jar is more or less... Oh, the source jar is completely empty, which means that this thing has done something. Let's fix this first before looking in there. Yeah. We're gonna do it this way. You can have both of these jars, I guess. Or actually, you need to be switched out. So you'll get another full jar. This one will go over there. This empty jar goes here. Cool. So, what have you gathered for us? Da-da-do. Oh, that's a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting a couple items, 1, maybe 2. But nope, we got 17 feathers, like a whole bunch of meat. I don't even need that whole soy thing I have set up anymore. 10 feathers is a task complete for something. White wool, that's pretty good. Experience gems get turned into greater ones, and then you basically eat them like the candy things we made. So, oh, it can be turned into liquid and liquid enchant stuff too. So, yeah, I guess our little Drigme friend over there in the animal farm is doing much better than expected. Cool. I'm definitely not going to knock it. Also, the infinite amount of infinite amount of leather that's going to get us is also going to be infinite books. Not that we're very much worried about those. Also, completely forgot to grab a chicken and not a chicken and a pig and a cow while we were over here. Those are pretty important for the rituals we're about to do. So let's go grab them. Sorry, cow friend. Sorry, pig friend. What first comes, first serves. And you, because you were the one I was pointing at. Anyways, we have our sacrifices ready. You can go in there. And we have everything we need to make the books now. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And inventory is completely full at this point. Everything else can go in here. Those normal saplings or enchanted saplings? Normal saplings, cool. So, yep, and then I'm going to need 4 more blue dye, which again is pretty simple, or 8 more blue dye rather. So, that's that. These go here, and then both of these need to be attached to different named foliots. Like, I'll go one at a time just to make sure it doesn't mess anything up, but it should be fine either way. And then we'll get our little familiar friends, and then we'll be able to Geos them as well, just to be sure. Oh yes, I forgot I need to make 2 more bowls. So, where's the otherworld stone? Here it is. And then this is just this, right? Yes, it is. It's the more advanced sacrifice one that we need to be worried about. But just going this and this should be good enough. 4 sticks and 2 string for the deer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. Oh, nope, I don't want to put you there. I want to put the sticks in here and the string on the outside. Just because I think it will look better. I guess we have an extra silver here. But this and this gets us a spirit and Jagril Seer. Sacrifice a cow. Sorry, cow friend. This is a necessary evil. But this should now start dragging everything in, and it looks like it's going to. Where's my mystic code so I can do this immediately too? Let's set up the Ever one as well. Thernondur. Can I recycle that? Rekvondrine. That one's a little bit easier to pronounce. I thought that string was on the ground and I was gonna go pick it up, but nope. Oh yes, I have 4 logs on me. I'm just always carrying logs at this point. Come on. But the last piece of string, and then this should turn into a little deer friend. It is a little deer friend. Hello, Jagril Seer. So you get Geost. So now we can no longer hurt you. Not that I assume we could hurt you before. Oh, your sitting animation's so cute, and you have a lot of armor. So do you have? Doesn't look like you have any like book or whatever that you're supposed to be stored in automatically. Because I should have gotten one automatically if you did. But familiar rituals summon spirits to aid the summoner directly. They usually inhabit an animal's body, allowing them to resist essence decay. Okay, so these things will not decay away because they're possessing animals. Familiars provide buffs, but may also actively protect the summoner. Enterprising summoners have found a way to bind familiars into jewelry that passively applies their buff, the familiar ring, but that requires binding rituals first. Familiars can be easily traded when in a familiar ring. When released, the spirit will recognize the person releasing them as their new master. Okay, so familiar ring. Those are familiar. Summon dragon familiar. Of course, we're gonna do that at some point. That's high priority. I really want it. Oh yeah, that has familiars too. Familiar ring does not contain any familiar, but Strigor's higher binding needs an empty soul gen first, and it's a genie thing, which I mean we can probably make this at this point now, right? Book of Binding Genie is a Book of Binding Empty, or a Taboo Boot. It's just purple dye instead. That is significantly easier than I was expecting. So we could do that whenever we want, I think. But, do we want to make our little beaver friend too while we're right here? Neither of these are very much, neither of these are really combat, help right now until we can upgrade them. But it's just no, more familiars. I'm always happy with more familiars. Little dear friend, right now you just make us move a little bit faster, I think. Um, oh yeah, infinite step height and infinite speed just from having our little deer. Like, is that having our little deer exist or following us? I'm not entirely sure. Is it just being within range of our little deer friend, maybe? Okay, it looks like it actually has to be near us, because if I go up to it again, it instantly fixes itself. So as soon as we get a blacksmith, you are going to be a menace to society, my little friend. So, you're just hanging out. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But the spruce logs, I just messed up the ritual. I still have my yellow dye on me, right? Yeah, there's my yellow chalk. I think that's what happened the first time when I messed up the array. But from here, grab out this, and this one will be Repressurized once I give it a... It says pigs plural. Is it good with just one? It doesn't say it needs more than... Okay, it is good with one, just one. Weird that it's pluralized there. But, oh, gray particles was just a thing disappearing, I think. Come on. Hello, Chagriel Seer. You're just skittering about, huh, little friend? I love how cute you are. You're so tiny. It's a deer. I was expecting like a white-tailed deer. They're relatively big, slightly smaller than an average human, but it's relatively big. I wasn't expecting a roe deer, I think is the one that's roughly that size. But our little beaver friend, how big are you gonna be? Come on. Oh, you're so cute, Rack Von Drine. Of course, Mystic Code you, so you can never be hurt. You are not as good in a fight. You do not have as much armor, and you have less health. Oh, but you're still adorable. You just make us break trees a little bit faster, right? Oh, jump boost? Did I miss the fact about the beaver making us giving us hops? Hold on. Increased wood breaking speed. Um, now it looks like you're just supposed to it looks like you're just supposed to make us break logs a little bit faster. Oh, you have an adorable little sitting animation too. You can see our little beaver harvest right there. Um, the jump boost, was that our deer? You're just hanging out over there. I'm definitely outside of either of your range. Both of these should start disappearing now. Um, Problem with this little test here. I got rid of both of them at the same time, so obviously it's hard to tell. Okay, I guess the jump boost was the deer. That makes more sense. But, yeah, we got our next ritual going. Our blacksmith familiar needs to be upgraded before the beaver... Okay. So we need to find out how to get a... We need to find out how to get a zombie down here pronto. Because I definitely want our little friends here to be upgraded. I'm curious if that will make them get a little bit bigger. But, hey, let's try bringing our little beaver friend over here before ending off. Oh, you're goofs. Oh, you're both gonna get yourselves killed. Um... I don't have a good way of healing you both up right now, do I? And I don't have a familiar ring yet, because that requires a thing, and I'm going to assume neither of you count as animals for the purposes of this. Yeah, I didn't really think so. Hmm. Also, apparently none of these logs are small enough for you to actually do your thing right now. But, we technically have two more familiars. Um, I forget, is there a heal spell with Ars Nouveau, or do we have it yet? Heal, we don't have it yet, but it does exist. Yes, it does. Cool. And actually, that's pretty simple to get. That's just going to be uh, just some gold nuggets with melons that we have plenty of. And abjuration essence, I think we already have everything we need for that too. And I have plenty of gold apples, just randomly from a chest. So yeah, we can get heal spell right now. That's probably going to be our best way to heal them up for right now at least. But for now, I'm probably just going to leave these two down here so they don't end up getting too much hurt until I can heal them buff up. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thanks to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for your extra support. So for now, for real now, take care everybody.